A hospital doesn't get hacked in the Hollywood sense of flashing screens and hooded figures typing furiously in the dark. It just wakes up one morning and realizes something far more unsettling. Every critical file is locked, backups are partially compromised, and a countdown timer is demanding payment in cryptocurrency. And here's the part that should make anyone pause for a second, because the attackers are often not elite lone geniuses. In many cases, they are customers. Welcome to BlueHat Cybersec Academy. That's the uncomfortable evolution of modern cybercrime. Ransomware is no longer just a weapon. It has become a business model. This is where Ransomware-as-a-Service, or RaaS, enters the picture. To understand why ransomware attacks have become more frequent, more scalable, and more dangerous, we need to look at how cybercriminals borrowed the logic of legitimate SaaS companies and turned it into an industrialized extortion ecosystem. So instead of treating this like a textbook definition, let's walk through how it actually works, why it scales so fast, and what makes it fundamentally different from traditional malware. The first major shift is from skilled hackers to cybercrime customers. Traditional ransomware required serious technical skill, exploit development, payload delivery, encryption logic, evasion techniques. That barrier kept participation limited. RaaS changes that completely. Instead of writing malware, attackers subscribe to ransomware platforms like SaaS products. Developers build and maintain the ransomware. Affiliates deploy it. Profits are split. What emerges is cybercrime as a supply chain. Roles become clear. Developers build tools. Affiliates launch attacks. Operators handle negotiations. And launderers move crypto. What used to be a single attacker is now a distributed enterprise. Now let's discuss how it works in practice. RaaS behaves like a dark web SaaS platform with a surprisingly structured setup. First comes affiliate recruitment. Groups advertise on underground forums. Some accept almost anyone. Others demand proof of past success. It mirrors affiliate marketing, except the product is extortion. Then comes the toolkit. Ransomware builders, victim dashboards, payload tools, and leak sites used for double extortion. Everything is packaged for ease of use. Next is deployment. Affiliates break in using phishing, vulnerabilities, stolen credentials, or supply chain attacks. Key point: the RaaS operator never needs to break in themselves. They only need affiliates to succeed. Once inside, systems are encrypted, backups may be targeted, and data is stolen. Then comes the key innovation: double extortion. Even if backups exist, attackers threaten to leak stolen data, publicly turning data itself into leverage. Finally, profits are split, usually 70–90% to affiliates and 10–30% to operators, sometimes with tiered, membership-style perks. So why it works so well? RaaS succeeds because of economics and psychology, not just malware. First, scalability. Hundreds or thousands of affiliates can attack simultaneously. Second, specialization. Developers improve malware. Affiliates breach systems. Negotiators apply pressure. Third, low entry barrier. No need to build ransomware anymore. Fourth, psychological pressure timers, threats, and fear-driven decision-making. This turns ransomware into a crisis, not just a technical incident. Escalation, double and triple extortion. Early ransomware simply encrypted files. Now it escalates. Double extortion, steal data, encrypt systems, threaten exposure. Triple extortion can add DDoS attacks, pressure on partners, or media exposure. The goal is maximum leverage, not just recovery. Why defenses struggle? Most defenses assume backups, detection, or patching will be enough. RaaS breaks all of that. If data is stolen, backups fail as leverage protection. If attackers use valid credentials, detection fails. If many attack paths exist, patching becomes reactive. Defenders protect everything. Attackers only need one success. System view. The ecosystem effect. RaaS is not just malware. It's an ecosystem. Developers compete. Affiliates rank. Support channels exist. Victim tracking dashboards operate in real time. It resembles a startup ecosystem more than traditional cybercrime, and it evolves continuously. Ransomware-as-a-Service changes the unit of threat. It is no longer a hacker. It is a business model. You are defending against a marketplace built to scale exploitation, and marketplaces don't disappear. They adapt and rebrand. So the real question is not just how ransomware works. It is why it still works so effectively at scale. Now, here is a challenge for you. If affiliates do the breaking in, what advantage do developers really gain from running RaaS? Why does double extortion still work even when backups exist? And if you had to disrupt RaaS at one point in its chain, where would you strike first and why? Drop your answers in the comments, reason it out, don't guess. If this helped you understand ransomware beyond the headlines, this is part of the Malware Encyclopedia series. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, where we go even deeper into how modern malware ecosystems actually operate at scale.